It is a time to honor our ancestors, reflect on our achievements, and recognize the challenges we have overcome.
Omanfo free yemra, Omanfo free yemra 1978 men's boutique and traditional wear ena efre nananom ahemfo nananom ahema nananom chiame obi a wukodi hene anase akonfompo se wo ba 1978 men's boutique a eye kente nananom entoma yetutu eguso edeko ayie de eye agefro kente papa bi edi kodwabo ase ope ahenema ope furugu ope neche ope chachao anase ope abahema duku ade bobo wonsa entoma wo be fra kente papa bi a obetu aguso de a eye 1978 men's boutique a location no ewo edum ye ben Access Bank bomoden na bra na eni emedida na wonu hu da betumi afre wo 0265188889 1978 men's boutique was say na nanuma fade de a aha ena obenya na moroso.
Representatives of the Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament, Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagley, the representative of Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, Osaberi Makwesiata II, the Omanhin of the Oguaa Traditional Council, His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II, Asantehene, and the special guest of honour for this occasion, accompanied by the Asantehene Council. The Vice Presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Opoku, and Vice Presidential candidate of the National Democratic Congress, Professor Naana Agyemang. Independent Presidential candidate, Nana Bediako. The Minister for Tourism, the Minister for Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, and other ministers of state here present, the Central Regional Minister, our hostess. Honorable members of Parliament, on both sides of the political divide, Her Excellency Harriet Thompson, British High Commissioner, and other members of the diplomatic corps, Nananum, Nanahima, the clergy, members of the media, respected and esteemed ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. As chairman of the planning committee of this auspicious diamond anniversary of Oguaa Fetu Afashe, it is my huge honor to welcome everyone, the people of Oguaa, and all our most esteemed guests to this year's Afashe. This is the turnout day for our Asafo companies and the Nananum and Nanahima of the Oguaa traditional area. We are exceedingly glad that you could join us on this most beautiful day. It has been personally the honor of a lifetime, along with members of my committee, to serve my own and work towards the fulfillment of our collective aspirations for a successful Afashe celebration. The Afashe Planning Committee is very grateful to Omahin and Omahima and the chiefs of the Oguaa Traditional Council for the opportunity to work with them on this year's Oguaa Fetu Afashe. We most especially commend our dear Osaberi Makwesiata II for the love he has shown to Oguaa and the sacrifices made on our collective behalves. We also take the opportunity to congratulate Osaberi Ma on 25 amazing years on the revered Oguaa. The theme for this year's Fetu Afashe, celebrating the city of first, our people, our future, could not have been better selected. The theme celebrates our glorious past and invites all of us to use what we have and who we are as our springboard into a better future. We must recognize that Oguaa is ours to build. We have a responsibility to leave a stronger city and a better legacy to the youth of Oguaa and the generations yet to come. And this is the time to seek out our people and invite all to come on board and join us as we work together to lift up Oguaa and restore our shine, our pride, our place, and our glory. This spirit of collective action and support has been very evident during the planning of this year's Afashe. The brochure you hold today is a product of a collective labor of love with contributions from several sons and daughters of Oguaa, Mfansi and Ghana, who reached out and worked on it with heads, hearts and hands. The committee is very grateful to all of them. The committee also commends the many people, young and older, who supported our work as volunteers and served selflessly on subcommittees for various assignments, as well as the many professionals who offered various services and diverse forms of support. We are most grateful to the Board of Advisors, led by the Osaberima himself, for the guidance and unwavering support we have received as a committee. We also thank all the chiefs and the supis who reached out and offered guidance and support in various ways, as well as the ladies and gentlemen of the media across the nation, but especially the ones in Cape Coast who have been fantastically supportive. To the many corporate institutions, private businesses and individuals who provided sponsorships and donations towards the renovation works at the palace and the work of the Afashe Planning Committee, we are truly grateful. On behalf of the committee and the chiefs and people of Oguaa, it is important that we take a minute to thank our special guest of honor, His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu II Asante Hene, and the chiefs and people of Asanteman. They have been unwavering in their support and have shown us a level of love and cooperation that deserves to be celebrated. And today, Asanteman did not only show up, but they truly showed out ever so colorfully with a lot of love and an amazing spirit of brotherhood. We're very grateful also to many personalities who welcomed us into their offices when we went to invite them to this year's Afashe, and some of them are present here today. I must mention that in our meeting with His Excellency the Vice President, Dr. Bawumia, he inquired how he could support the work of the committee, and following that, he has very generously supported the committee towards the renovation works at the palace. Your Excellency, please accept our deep gratitude for all you have done. I thank the members of my committee and the subcommittees who have worked so hard, so hard, so many sleepless nights, and all the little anxiety moments. I'm eternally grateful to all of you. You have my respect and my gratitude. Although we started planning this year's Afashe quite late, we were greatly encouraged by the enthusiastic responses from around the nation and the diaspora. We have learned good lessons, and we are thankful for the collective efforts that took us from ground zero to today. The Honorable Regional Minister, Mrs. Justina Marigold Hassan, and her team, and the Mayor and all at Cape Coast Metropolitan Assembly, and all the security agencies, we thank you. We are grateful for all the incredible support you gave us. In working towards this year's Afashe, the Planning Committee was determined to not only honor our history, but also celebrate great icons of Oguaa and lay the building blocks to a stronger future. Working with the palace, it is my distinct pleasure to announce that we have now set up the first ever Asafo Flag Gallery and Training Center at the Ebenezer Palace. The purpose of this gallery is to have one center dedicated to showcasing this uniquely fancy art form that is delighting global art collectors, and also ensure the sustainability of the art form by training new, younger Asafo Flag artists. We thank Osaberima again for supporting this vision and helping us birth the Osaberima Asafo Art Gallery. Today's Afashe brochure is a concise introduction to the city of First, who we are, what we believe, our history, our great personalities, and of course, our great monuments. This brochure would leave you in no doubt that Oguaa is the nation's tourism capital and the nation's educational hub. And on this trip, you will discover that we are actually the nation's culinary and culture capital as well. Please enjoy Cape Coast. May your visit be fulfilling, rewarding, and memorable. On behalf of the Omanhim, Omahima, the Oguaa Traditional Council, and the people of Oguaa, I welcome you all to this year's epic Oguaa Fetu Afashe. Welcome to Oguaa, the incredible city of First, Afishapa.
To the second Asante Hene, Your Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, please permit me to stand on existing protocols because there are so many distinguished guests here. ladies and gentlemen, Nana Nom, Nime, Name. It's an honor to have been invited to this Durbar, celebrating the oldest traditional festival in Ghana. It's wonderful to see the color and vibrancy, the music and dance, the joy and the pride that are present here today. It's a particular honor to have the opportunity to say a few words on this very special occasion. I know the culture and the historic significance that traditional festivals embody. It's clear to all how special the Fetu Afashe Festival is to the people of Cape Coast and to Ghana as a whole. It's a festival that celebrates your rich cultural heritage. It's a testament to the resilience and the unity of the Fante people. And it's a festival that brings people together as a community. I'm fully aware of the role the United Kingdom played in the history of this festival and why today you're celebrating the 60th anniversary of the return of the Fetu Afashe Festival. The UK and Ghana's shared history is complicated, but it's testament to the strength of our modern relationship that you have invited me here today. I thank you for that, and I do not take it lightly. Our shared history and the bonds that endure between our two nations are key pillars of our modern partnership. It's a partnership that endures, a partnership that sees us work together to resolve some of the most pressing issues of our time. One of those issues is democracy. Both the UK and Ghana are committed to democracy, and we work together to champion it. That's because we share a belief that people must determine how they are governed, and a strong, healthy democracy is the best way to ensure that. Politics divides opinion. It's the nature of it, it's the point of it. Those divisions come to the fore, particularly in an election period. That's natural because voters face a choice about how their country is run, and different opinions determine their choice. But politics fails, democracy is damaged when debate turns into anger or conflict. Politicians, wherever they are, at all levels in every system, succeed when they bring people together and focus on the common good, because the interests of the country, of the general public are what matters, above any individual or political party. And this festival brings people together in peace and understanding. It celebrates a common heritage and the shared wish for a bright and prosperous future for all. So I thank you once again for inviting me here and giving me the chance to be a part of this colorful and inspiring celebration. Aiko, Medamo Wahasi.
I am happy to join the chiefs and people of the Oguaa traditional area to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the Fetu Afashe Festival. This year's celebration is particularly significant as it marks the 25th anniversary of Osaberima Kwesiata II as Oguaa Manhem, and also it is graced by the presence of Otumfuo Oseitutu II, the Asantehene, and other dignitaries. I would first of all like to express my profound gratitude to Naana, the planning committee, and the people of Cape Coast for this kind invitation. I also bring you warm greetings from His Excellency, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who is currently out of the country, and extends official Appiah to everyone. Nana Chair, Cape Coast is not merely a location, it is the cradle of our history. A city that has given birth to significant cultural, educational, and political movements in Ghana. As the first capital of the Gold Coast, it has been the center for trade, education, and cultural exchange. The Fetu Afashe Festival, which has its roots in the traditions of the Fante people, serves as a vibrant reminder of our collective past and an opportunity to celebrate our shared identity. The theme for this year's celebration, celebrating the city of the first, our people, our culture, encapsulates the essence of our identity as Ghanaians and reflects the rich cultural heritage of Cape Coast, a city that has played a foundational role in our nation's history. Ladies and gentlemen, for 6 decades, this festival has united us, providing a platform for cultural exchange, cultural expression, and community bonding. It is a time to honor our ancestors, reflect on our achievements, and recognize the challenges we have overcome. As we celebrate this milestone, let us reaffirm our commitment to preserving our rich cultural heritage for generations to come. As we celebrate, let us remember that our strength lies in our unity. The progress we have made as a community and as a nation is a result of our collective efforts. Let us continue to work together to build a prosperous and a peaceful Ghana. The government also remains committed to supporting initiatives that promote development and improve the lives of our people. I would like to take this moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to the traditional authorities, the planning committee, and all those who have contributed to make this celebration a success. Your dedication to promoting our culture and heritage is commendable, and it is through your efforts that we can continue to celebrate the spirit of Fetua fashion. To our cherished youth, I want to emphasize your critical role in this celebration. You are the torchbearers of our culture and the architects of our future. It is essential that you take pride in your heritage and actively participate in the preservation and promotion of our rich traditions. Ladies and gentlemen, with Cape Coast's proud history as a citadel of knowledge, let me take this opportunity to speak about education, an area which is so dear to Naana, our government, and the good people of Ghana. Education is an enabler which has the power to propel young people to unimaginable heights, as well as accelerate the development of a nation. It is for these reasons that in the past 7.5 years, our government has invested significantly in various aspects of our education, from basic to tertiary levels. Prior to 2017, Naana, access to secondary education remained only a dream to many young people, as their families could not afford to send their children to senior secondary school. And many had to go the extra mile, including selling valuable family assets in order to fund secondary education of that brilliant child. JHS graduates whose parents had nothing to sell had to painfully drop out of school. However, since we introduced the free senior high school education in 2017 and removed the barrier, such unfortunate dropouts are a thing of the past. Every Ghanaian child, regardless of social status, has equal access to secondary education in Ghana, and this has significantly boosted senior secondary enrollment. from the 800,000 total enrollment in 2017. Enrollment has now increased to 1.4 million, an increase of over 600,000 students in 7 years since the implementation of the free senior high school education. And clearly, without making senior high school freely accessible, many of these students would have been home. And also, thanks to free SHS, there is now gender parity in senior high school enrollment, which hitherto was dominated by male students. At the beginning of 2017, for every 100 boys in senior high school, we had 68 girls. By the end of 2023, for every 100 boys in senior high school, we have 106 girls. In our response to increased demands as a result of free access, government has also invested massively in expanding infrastructure across schools, such as classroom blocks, dormitory blocks, science labs, ICT centers, and so on. Part of our vision to make secondary education free was also a decision to invest more in technical and vocational education, TVET, which has also been made free with increased admissions being registered. Also, we have enhanced education by ensuring a modern digital experience for both the teacher and the student by providing tablets to senior high school students as well as laptops to teachers. We've also built ultra-modern STEM schools in response to the modern trends in education and also to prepare our children for the demands of the 21st century. As we gather here to celebrate our culture, I would also like to take this opportunity to address the upcoming elections. Elections are a cornerstone of our democracy, a time when we exercise our right to choose our leaders and shape the future of our nation. It is a privilege that should never be taken for granted. I urge you to engage actively in the electoral process. Remember that elections are not just about choosing leaders. They are about choosing the direction in which we want our country to go. It is your opportunity to advocate for the issues that matter to your education, employment, healthcare, and the environment. Do not allow others to decide your future for you. It is in your hands to take charge of. Moreover, I implore you to embrace the values of peace, tolerance, and respect during this electoral period. Let us reject violence and divisive rhetoric. Instead, let us engage in constructive dialogue and celebrate our differences as a source of strength. As we celebrate the Fetu Afashe at 60, let us do so with a renewed commitment to our people and our culture. May this festival inspire us to cherish our heritage and to work together for a prosperous Ghana. Nana Chairman, permit me to congratulate the Oguaa Traditional Council and the entire Oguaa man for the successful organization and celebration of the Fetu Afashe to date. Let me also take this singular opportunity to say Ayiko to the youth of Cape Coast and indeed the Central Region. I am happy to hear that The communal spirit in the youth of Cape Coast has rekindled, and I assure you of government support in this commitment. May the coming years bring good tidings and prosperity to the chiefs and people of the Oguaa traditional area and to Mother God. Thank you for your attention. God bless you. God bless us all. Appiah.
Kura preko enim sebe odwampopo bi esi kroni mu a wase wadore sra. Tanyini wantena fie ema aseduamfo.
Blani pie frimantam behin se pin. Enye nkwandewa na yesotro no wa.
Ansa na odi asebe fita na no makode ebrensi am wa otua ne nsem mojabumo ni hu.
Duanani wie klaman. Wo ye sofo kra wonye yie bi.
Tontonte ye no nsa na ye fa.
Nyansapo.
Abone ntakra na mane yekese na ntakra abone die fanyinam kwatere kwa.
Wada woro ma ntoma ye fe. Ni din de sei.
Ni din wo ba ma.
Akola wa no so pese otrimu osuma ense bratam.
Se fanfam ne honhon hia na America sa.
Sebe ka ya twa ni mu nyame nai ebu afa so enye de ya twa ni mu twa nyame.